And the opponent, from Washington, D.C., weighing in at 317 pounds, Batista.
A big New England welcome from Portland, Maine. This is good old JR, Jim Ross here with Jerry the King Lawler.
I've never seen a crowd so fired up, JR. They can't wait to get started, and neither can I.
That makes two of us, King. I don't think Portland's going to know what hit it after tonight. Excellent help. What ring presence.
Well, from the looks of things, it's not hard to tell how this one's gonna go.
What are you talking about, King? I think this is still an extremely competitive match that could go either way.
You know, JR, it's obvious that the only exercise you get is stretching the truth or jumping to conclusions.
Well, judging from the shape I'm in, I don't appear to be doing too much of either, King. You're looking pretty fit, though, I must say.
There's all sorts of crazy stuff under the ring, and all of it can inflict a lot of damage on an opponent. I'll never understand what the big deal is about Batista. He's just another superstar with more muscles than brains as far as I'm concerned.
You could be more wrong, King. I've always found Batista to be extremely intelligent. You don't often see anyone put anything past him in the ring or outside it. What a vicious chair shot!
That chair was never meant to be used like that, JR. I can't believe he countered that.
Good grief! I don't care how tough you are. A chair shot is a chair shot.
And you can't take too many of those and expect to continue.
I tell you, King, sometimes I get exhausted just watching these superstars compete.
I know what you mean, JR. I don't think most people appreciate what incredible athletes these WWE superstars really are.
You've got to have some excellent conditioning to be able to do what they do.
Well, that's the name of the game, JR. You got to keep moving. No dog ever peed on a moving car.
Oh, that's a lovely image, King. I'd ask you where you come up with this stuff, but I don't think I want to know, quite frankly. Feeling that this has all the makings of an instant classic.
That's probably just gas, JR.
Well, I did have some good old Oklahoma barbecue before tonight's show, but I don't think that's it, King. This match is going back and forth. These two are going to trade blows until someone falls. Boy, what a match. If he can grab that title, he's going home with it.
You can look at any professional sport you want, JR, and you won't find more incredible athletes than the WWE superstars.
You're not wrong, King. They compete every week until they are physically incapable of continuing. There's no off-season in the WWE.
We're not talking about running a ball down a field or slapping a puck into a net. This is serious physical competition.
It sure is. The toughest athletes in the world are on the WWE roster, and that's a fact.
After some of the things we've seen in this ring, JR, I think we'd better remind the folks at home not to try this stuff themselves.
That's for damn sure, King. The WWE superstars are trained professionals.
And even they don't walk away. Wow, what a shot! He's been busted wide open. That's gonna need stitches for sure.
Stitches, hell, that might mean the end of this match. He's risking serious injury by continuing to compete.
There's no rewards without risk, JR. And these are WWE superstars. They're not gonna stop the match just because of a little blood. Any superstar shows the slightest hint of weakness, they've lost the match.
That's for sure. No matter how beat up you are, you can't ever let your... If he grabs the title, this one's over.
I think these superstars have a legitimate beef with each other, JR.
So do I, King. I'm not so sure their issues with each other are going to be solved with one match.
I hope not. I'd love to see them go at it again and again. They know there's not enough room for both of them up there.
Neither combatant can afford to lose this fight and fall to the mat. What a reversal. This is Raw action at its finest. That's why Raw is the #1 brand of sports entertainment.
You got that right, JR. You're not going to see this kind of action on SmackDown.
Not on SmackDown, or he's going for the title.
Almost there. This could be it, JR. These superstars are beating the heck out of each other, and this crowd can't get enough of it.
It's what they paid to see.
If his opponent doesn't do something quick, this one's over, JR. These two are fighting for their lives on that ladder.
These superstars are in terrific shape, and that comes as no...
If you're the one to grab the title, you get to wear it home tonight.
What an incredible performance by these phenomenal superstars.
Did you expect anything less, JR? I mean, look who's in the ring right now.
No, I didn't, King. I had high expectations, and I'm happy to say that this match has exceeded them all. A lot of blood, sweat, and tears. Come on! Somebody's got to take that away from him.
Hey, if the referee doesn't stop it, it's all legal. Wow! If he keeps this up, this could be over quick.
He's certainly not showing his opponent any mercy here tonight.
I'm so disgusted with Batista, JR. He could have stayed with Triple H and Ric Flair in Evolution and continued to ride the coattails of two of the greatest legends in this business.
Up the turnbuckle he goes. I hope he knows what he's doing.
I think someone's going for a high-risk move, JR.
Ugh. There's no room for error when you're on the top rope.
Did you see that? That's gonna leave a mark.
I think that's the whole idea, King. There's not an ounce of quit in either superstar, but only one will remain on the ladder. I think he's about to take that title and this match. My God, this could be it. The match could be over right here.
Oh, man. That's going to change the tone of this match, JR.
Yeah, and not for the better either. I wish the ref would actually pay attention to what's going on.
So, how do you think this one's going to turn out, JR?
Honestly, King, I have absolutely no idea. Anything can happen here in the WWE.
But you've got to have a guess, right?
I might, but I'd rather keep it to myself if it's all the same to you, King. You've got to ask yourself, how much punishment will these superstars be able to withstand tonight?
I don't know, JR, but I think they're pretty intent on finding out.
They certainly are. I don't know how it's going to end, but I can guarantee you they're going to leave it all in the ring. This capacity crowd is making...
He's reaching for it. This could be it, JR.
I'll be honest with you, King. This is not the way. The title is within reach. Victory is within reach. I'm not so sure this one's about winning or losing anymore. I think it's become more personal than that.
Oh my gosh! The title is within reach! I think I see where this one's going, JR. I don't think we're very far from the end of the match.
I disagree entirely, King. I bet my Oklahoma Sooner ass that this one isn't even close to being over.
That's a pretty big bet, JR. Are you sure you're able to cover it?
Good Lord, what an impact!
That's the way to do it. Keep going.
What a phenomenon is the animal Batista. You talk about a force of nature, you're looking at him right there.
Force of nature? More like freak of nature, if you ask me. The fact that Batista even considers himself a main eventer is ridiculous.
He's a multiple-time heavyweight champion, King. The referee is out, King. Will we see someone take advantage?
I'd be disappointed in them if they didn't, JR. This is a great opportunity.
Sounds like this crowd's got something on their minds, King.
Who cares about them, JR? Look what's going on in the ring. The intensity of these superstars is unbelievable.
No doubt about...
Oh, here we go. What a jerk. How about continuing the match?
I don't don't think he's in any hurry to end this one, King. And I don't think the crowd wants it to end either. What a shot! You can't take too many of those and expect to stay in this.
I don't even want to think about what that feels like, JR. This has gone beyond just being a match, JR. I think these superstars genuinely hate each other.
There's no love lost between these competitors, that's for sure. If looks could kill, somebody would be pushing up daisies right now.
And you've got to admit, that makes for a much more interesting match, JR.
It sure does. But I just hope these superstars can settle their differences in the ring and leave it at that.
Is there even going to be anything left of these?
This is a risky move. It could prove to be disastrous.
You think these fans have gotten their money's worth tonight, JR?
If they haven't yet, I'm sure they're going to by the end of this match.
Well, I don't say this too often, but I completely agree with you. Remind me to never try and step between these guys, JR.
That would be hazardous to your health for sure, King.
I can't remember the last time I saw superstars this fired up. I don't think they've...
Just a little further. He's literally inches from victory.
Whoever loses this fight might just lose the match too, JR.
My God, look at the intensity of these superstars battling 15 feet above the ring.
I think this is it, JR. That title's got to come down.
I'm sure these competitors have studied each other very carefully.
This match would be over by now if they hadn't, JR. You never get into the ring without doing your homework.
That would be a recipe for disaster for sure, King.
I tell you, JR, this one has the potential to be a Match of the Year candidate.
No doubt about it, King. As far as I'm concerned, any WWE match has that potential. Everyone on the roster is an accomplished wrestler.
I wonder how long these superstars will be able to keep this up.
They'll go as long as they need to, King. And if they can't, they won't be having their arms raised after the match. That's for damn sure.
I think we're going to find out just how much punishment punishment the human body can withstand here tonight.
I think you're right, King. These superstars seem intent on taking each other to the limit.
I love that attitude, JR. Go big or go home.
These superstars sure aren't going home until the prize is only inches away.